Hi, this is Greg Reed from the Magnetic Real Estate Agent. Today I'm putting up the final in the series of the real estate agents that we really need to avoid, and more importantly about the real estate agents that we don't need to become. And the first agent I want to talk about today is the whiner. And the whiner's a pretty easy person to pick out because they're always down in the dumps, they're always kind of depressed, and they're always talking about some bad story or bad incident of something that's just happened to them. You know, the weather's not quite right, or you know, they were out on the highway the other day and they got picked up for speeding, or, you know, they're making phone calls and their connections aren't quite right, and all this sort of stuff. Every kind of conversation they weed in a pattern of negativity. And so a whiner is really probably just like a sucker with training wheels. This is a sort of person that, you know, once left to developed into their negative senses, can easily turn into that big energy sucker that we tried to avoid way back in our very first video. And so today it's important that we recognize the whiners. People are always negative, and I'm sure you come across them out there in the real estate world. You talk to someone about you know, things that are going on in their market, and they come back immediately with some negative comment like, oh no, that's not going to work in this market. Yep, sure, that probably works over there, but you know, not here. Won't happen out in this place. You know, the economy's not right, and this is not right, and something. They get a whole host of reasons, and they're always whining about something. And then on the other hand, they say, geez, I wish things were a little bit better. I wish I could earn some more income, etc., etc. So we've got to really look out for that person who is constantly whining. And if you've got one of those in your group, you've got one of those in your office, make sure you avoid them like anything. And more importantly, as I said, make sure you don't become one of them. And the final agent that I want to point out to you that we really need to avoid is the vulture. Now, the vulture is a very, very clever bird. It's a very clever species because they're very, very hard to really detect unless you're sort of out there, you know, eavesdropping into their conversations. Because a vulture, you know, if you get down low enough and have a look at it, it's a bit like an eagle or some nice big majestic bird. But the closer you get to a vulture, the traits that come out, the negativity and the ugliness of that kind of bird really become evident. And vultures in real estate are those sort of people who kind of reel you in with some false promises. You know, they sort of come to you and they're talking about and they're trying to sort of show interest in what you're doing, but their real purpose of getting together with you, the real purpose to catch up for the coffee, is so that they can start pitching their business opportunity, their real estate deal, their, you know, current listings or something to you. Or alternatively, as a potential employer, you know, people sit down and they have coffees and, you know, they're wanting you to talk about your real estate experiences and how it's working out in your current office. But the real purpose of getting you there was so that they can start trying to reel you in and get you across into their business. Be very, very careful of a vulture. I said they look majestic from a distance, but when you get closer and closer to a vulture, you find out they're a very, very ugly bird. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been our little mini-series about the 5 types of real estate agents that we really do need to avoid, and more importantly, the 5 styles of real estate agents we need not to become. I hope you really enjoyed that. I've been really, you know, excited about presenting them to you, and I look forward to continuing on in our series about appreciation marketing for real estate. Thanks for your time. You have a great day. I look forward to catching up with you again real soon. Bye for now.